What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the first episode in our fan mail. So what I've been doing basically is I was waiting for it to pool up enough to where I could do like a full episode, looking at the things that people have sent me to my P.O. box that I set up a couple of months ago. If you indeed wanted to contribute to that pile, you can send it to 10602 P.O. Box 10602 Napa, California. That's all you have to do. Please pay your postage. You don't really have to, but if it comes out a lot, I'm just going to send it back to you. But I had to wait for it to pile up and get like a big stack of mail because I figured it would be like 8 seconds, and I was like, where would I even put this if I haven't done it? And so I finally got enough mail right now and enough random things that people have sent me to where I can show them off for a little while and say thank you and give you guys your own little personalized episode where you are the stars of it because you're sending me this stuff that I'm showing to you right now. So without further ado, I have way too much cutlery around my house. I used to collect swords and knives when I was younger, and now my house is just filled with weaponry. And so I figured I needed to designate one of my tools to be the sword of fan mail opening, and so I have selected it. This is actually, I think this one's gonna work out pretty well. It's like my scimitar! You have my scimitar. Give me back my gold! But anyways, I don't know. I figured I'd put it to use. I'm probably gonna maim myself horribly. So, let's start this off. The first package does not have itself a return address, but it appears to have come from Canada. I don't know, the whole envelope is in French, so I assume it's from French Canada. And so anyways, let's open this thing on up and have a look. Whoa! So, the first one is actually a pretty long letter that they've sent over, and I don't know if this stuff is going to be personal, I really have no idea. So the letter says, "Hey man, I love your videos, especially stealing all your facts." Hey, feel free, that's why I include them. I know way too many bullshit facts, and frankly, if you want to borrow a few, it'll clear out some headspace. I play vicariously through you. I'm actually currently saving for my own computer. I mainly am dropping a line because I really enjoyed your Hills and Valleys video. It really resonated with me. I moved from Canada to the UK, and I originally lived in South Africa for a year, and met my lady there. So I took the plunge and came to Canada. Basically, I had a plan all set out and ready to settle for a career, and after about 2 years, there was nothing and nobody would hire me for plumbing. It turns out that transcripts don't transfer quite as well as you might think. I'm abridging right here because there's personal information in here every now and again. And so I'm going to skip over that because I never want to flash somebody out like that. And so, as it goes right now, so he's working on his education right now, and he says that my story of applying myself in the video where, I think it was the video where I talked about hanging in there, the hills and valleys or whatever. He saw that one, he's referencing it here. He's saying that that video has really pushed him to think outside the box and just go for a different route. And so hopefully by next year he'll be in college doing nursing classes. And he says thank you. There's a bunch more stuff here, but it's more personal stuff just between him and me, I guess, to talk with me. And so anyways, I'm gonna leave that on out. But you know what, man? I really, sincerely, it looks like the letter is from Burgatter Sammy. And so thank you for sending this on over. He also included a pin from the UK, a little memento pin with the Union Jack on it. So that's pretty cool right there. You guys can check it out. I love little stuff like this. In fact, my mom collects coins from all around the world, but having little pins and stuff, I don't know, I might get a little pin board over here that you guys can see in the back of the videos. And if you want to send your country over here and get represented on the wall of the Nerd Castle, that might be a fun idea. I think that there's a couple things we're going to look at today that feel like they had pins inside of them. And so, thank you for sending your thoughts. I'm glad that I could be an inspiration, to be honest. I've been through extended dark periods in my life, over and over and over again. It's the second I get a career settled, it falls out from under me. And so I have experience of what it feels like to put a lot of time into something and then get pink slipped or whatever and feel like you got left behind. And so really, truly, I'm glad that I can help people out there. It's why I do what I do here on YouTube. So you know what, Sammy? Take it easy, get those nursing classes done. I'm sure you're going to have a good time with it. My mom has been a nurse for her entire career, and so, she loves it. Absolutely adores the job, especially since she's a people person and she enjoys helping people and making them feel better. So hang in there, man. I'm sure everything's going to work out. First letter, all nice and down from Sammy. You'll forgive, by the way, I forgot to bring it up, but you'll have to forgive my lack of decorum right now. It's 112 right now, and it's so hot. It is really, really nasty. So I promise I'll dress nicer someday. But for right now, oh my god, it is a warm one out. The next letter also has no return address, so I guess we'll just work our way through this one as we go. You know, one of these days, I'm gonna totally annihilate somebody's lovely card that they sent to me on accident. Oh my god, that's the greatest thing that I've ever seen. It says, ho ho ho, keep up the good work, Catman, from Santa, a little late, present included, and he sent over a dick butt keychain. That's the best shit I've ever seen in my life. I didn't even know they made shit like this. That's hilarious. It's like Officer Dick Butt. Fantastic. I love it. Thanks for sending it over. This one doesn't have a return address, so I'm just going to assume that it was from the North Pole. The card also has a cocaine-drenched alcoholic Santa on it with a firearm. And he also has tribal tattoos, so, you know, you guys can check that out if you want. Oh, Jesus. I knew this was a good idea for a series. I knew it. Where else can you get cocaine, alcohol-soaked Santas with firearms and dick butt keychains? The next one up is from Albany, Oregon. So let us break out the sword of opening. So this letter, which has come from far away in Albany, it says, "My Lord Splattercat, I am sending you a letter to tell you how much I appreciate you and what you do. Your videos have been helping me through some hard times. I found your channel shortly after you started. Your videos were helping me find an escape from the stress I had from college, family, and friends. Even now, you and your videos are helping me, and I am sure you don't want to hear the whole story, so I will save you a bit. Thank you, sir. I am in your debt. Hopefully when I get my new computer built, I can start uploading and maybe we can collab a few games, even though I know it's not. Oh, now I feel bad. I can't keep the voice, even though I know it's not your favorite. I feel like such an asshole right now. I feel like the worst human being ever. Oh my god, I'm gonna leave the name out, but I appreciate you sending this over. I'll hit you up. I've got your name right now, and I'll see if I can shoot you either like a hello or whatever. I know you sent this a while back. This is dated for like middle May, and I think I received it around the end of June, but I had to let the mail. I don't get that much mail. You guys gotta mail me more so I can do more episodes because I don't have enough. Yeah, I'll give you a holler, and we will play forth the games. In addition, inside this letter, it appears as though this is a survival lanyard right here. Now, this one looks like it's about dog collar sized. And so you would, essentially what you would do with this, if you've never seen one before, it's made up of little wires that are all wrapped around each other. Very, very strong cordage. And essentially what you would do is they work a couple different ways. Some of them actually come loose when you tug on them. And so they would be here and you would just go brunk like that, and then they would all unravel. And you would just have like 150 feet of cordage. It's for surviving. This one, however, appears to be canine mounted. And so you would take this, and then, yeah, I can open you! There we go. It wanted to make me look foolish on camera. It was waiting for it, and then you would just put it on your doggy. And this one appears as though you have to snip it. I've seen a couple different types. Some of them, they require you, they got a weak point in here, and you snap them off. Some of them, if you jerk them real hard, they come unwound. And there's a whole bunch of knot tricks in there, but thank you. Thanks for sending that over. I appreciate it. I'll give you a holler. I don't know if you left me your name and your, I don't know if that's your Steam name or your Twitch name or your YouTube name, but I will find you. I will find you. The next package, the next correspondence, if you will, has come from Manchester. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and check this out. This has been a long journey for some of these to get here, for real. Like, these have been up in the air for a while in order to arrive. We bring the sword of opening. Ha! Okay, so this one had more duct tape than I expected. Who would have known duct tape defeats sword? I'll have to fold that into my calculations somehow in my new rock, paper, scissors game that I'm developing. To Matthew, my name is Cody, and I love your channel and stream. You're a really big inspiration to me, so thanks for being so awesome. You are one of the people who made me stop procrastinating and make videos. I hope I'm on the same level as you one day. Enclosed is my okayish picture that I drew for you. I hope you like it. I'm not so good at handwriting and drawing, sorry. And then he made a little shruggy face. I hope your success continues to grow because you really do deserve it. What would be some advice for a first-time YouTuber? Cool. And then he gave me, I'm gonna get you back, believe me. I'm gonna go ahead. He left me a return address too. I'm gonna go ahead and write you some YouTube advice and send it off your way. But he drew this picture. It's actually an emulation of the one that was made by Aggie Goat. There it is right there. And I can virtually assure you, Cody, that this one is going to be up on my wall, like over here, for all streams and stuff to come. So thank you for sending it on over. I appreciate it. Honestly, first time advice for a YouTuber that I could give is just do videos. Do videos, put them out, work on, maybe read a couple books about being on the radio, right? Maybe read a couple books about writing jokes and things like that. And just keep practicing, because being on YouTube is like anything else. It's practice makes perfect. So, in all reality, watch my first videos. I leave them up for just that reason. My first videos were really, really bad. And so everybody starts somewhere, including me. And my videos slowly evolved over time to where they are now. That's our last letter. And so I've actually got one more thing to show to you guys that somebody sent over. So apparently there's a member of the Nerd Castle who produces beanbag chairs. Like, he says that he said that he watched my videos and he wanted to send me a beanbag chair made by the company that he runs. And so anyways, oh god, sort of opening. Don't open my foot. It just fell. It missed. It missed very, very, very narrowly. And so anyways, let's have a look at that. It was the last thing that I wanted to do here today because it's really kind of like the most enormous thing anybody ever sent me. So let's go. Enter the enormous sumo bag beanbag chair. So the guy that sent it on over runs a company called Sumolounge, and there was a big hole in the corner of my room, and he was like, hey, would you like a beanbag chair? And I was like, aw, yeah. And so he was like, all right, so I'll send you a beanbag chair. And I figured I would put it in the video here because Splatty needed new furniture and he was broke. And so here it is. It's made out of corduroy. The cats love it. My girlfriend loves it. I love it. We nap on it and hang out on it all the time. I actually use it, if you're on the opposite side of the video right now, kind of in the direction I'm facing, that's where I've got all my classic systems set up. I play Super Nintendo and Genesis on this thing all the time. It is really, really awesome. It's made out of corduroy. It doesn't hold cat fur. I was super worried because I have like multi-cats that just, they weep fur everywhere. It doesn't hold cat fur. You can actually clean it off really, really easily. The thing weighs like 130 pounds. It took the UPS guys, like 3 guys, to get it into my house because like it's amorphous. And so the problem you run into is that it's not that heavy by itself, but it shifts around a whole bunch. And so when it shifts around, you're like, ah! And so it's just 120 pounds of weight constantly shifting around. It's an enormous sumo bag chair. If you wanted to check it out, they've got the website down below. He sent it on over out of the goodness of his own heart. And it's pretty sweet. I enjoy playing around with it. It's probably one of my favorite things in my entire house. I mean, my house is not that impressive, so obviously take from that what you will, but I've enjoyed my time hanging out on it. This is just a video of me and Ollie chilling on the Sumolounge chair right now, so thank you very much, Sumolounge, for sending it over. If you guys wanted to check it out and get one for yourselves, it's down below, but that's the biggest thing that anybody has ever sent me. This is going to be the end of our fan mail episode. It was a blast, everybody. Please send me more fan mail so I can do more episodes. P.O. Box 10602. Napa, California, and we will check it out here on video for the next episode. Bye, everybody. Thanks for stopping on by. It was a blast.